Good afternoon. My name is Sterling Gerard, and my mentor is Dr. Zane. This week, I'm exploring virtual reality within the Oculus Quest 2 using Unreal Engine, which takes a deep dive into the journey into immersive virtual worlds. In the recent weeks, my project has been substantial progress, and I'm eager to outline the updates, key achievements, and the roadmaps for my future work. Over the past week, I have used my dedication and efforts to refine my VR environment, understanding that the exposure composition, which was to understand the evolution of creating more of a visual quality, the camera impact, which also was the post processing effect of the dynamically affected camera, ensuring engaging user activity. This week, I also was able to enhance the aesthetics, in which was create more of lighting dynamics, volumes with global illumination, which will help to be able to create more of a realistic lighting source within the settings to help integrate enhancements with lighting dynamics. I optimize the lighting with using unbound volumetric, and lumen for realism. So this was to be able to help to create more of the shadow effect whenever the light hits and reflects off of certain objects. Visual enhancement for like blooming and effects to be able to add more of a boost for the image saturation. Nanite technology was also to create and optimize the additional point lights and directional lights to help be more strategic in a well lit environment. Also configured the SD kit so I can be able to use the Unreal Engine as a source point for me to be able to help optimize the interaction between the user. I also was able to use the rendering setup, which was the FFmpg, which was to help implement and facilitate more of the future demonstrations. The material graph was also explored so I can be able to employ the lerp nodes, which is you see right here within the blueprint. It's able to connect each node to be able to help begin to play, such as set tracking, using every input action to snap each turn. So whenever you get inside of the environment and you click on certain buttons within the VR world, you will be able to maneuver using the haptic controller. Also, I was able to create the input action, which will help me teleport through the scene because unfortunately we don't have legs in a VR environment, so we have to use teleportation to move within the VR settings, and also to be able to grab each and every object. I had to create different input actions. So this specific visualization to be able to optimize is considered our blueprint, which controls each node of the character to see the logic behind each of the controllers. I also had to create the sequence of nodes to create the character's behavior, connecting multiple nodes to hover over different outputs, and if they needed to be wired, I would able to connect them using different data points for sequence event planners and actions, and implementing more of a realistic test cases. So this was able to help me stimulate some of the physics that was within the meshes, and also set my physics boundaries to blend the different weights so that it was not too much of a I would say creating too much of a unbound environment, so that each and every individual object will be able to move flawlessly and seamlessly throughout the environment. I also learned about connecting the sound so that it will be able to override the sound in different spaces. So when you're maneuvering through the environment, you will be able to see and also hear different sounds, such as if you were outside, you can hear the beautiful birds chirping, or um, hear the wind moving, and things to be able to create more of a virtual environment. Some of my accomplishments this week was able to transform my 3D character into a virtual reality spawn for more of an immersive, interactive environment. I was able to optimize the different frameworks so that you can prevent cyber sickness, such as motion sickness, migraines, or headaches. I was also being able to begin more of a demo work to effectively showcase how this project is moving effortless throughout my performance optimization. I'm continuously being able to refine and expand this project, and my immersive technology has able to have substantial strides within my benchmark to help develop a more engaging and educational virtual experience for children and extend the boundaries of what is possible within child development for immersive technology. So this is a demo to show how I was able to maneuver through the virtual environment. At this current moment, I was able to impactfully move as a virtual spawn. Currently, right here within this week, I am having challenges with my navigational messes and my unbound volumetric post processing. So my future goals for this next week will be able to implement more user testing to be able to render a better setup and optimize the character to be able to stand alone on top of the environment, and also reduce the collision, because knowing a real human would not be on the floor. But as you currently see, you can see I have created mannequins to create more of an immersive environment, such as the professor, to be able to move and keep the students engaged. Also right here, I'm interacting with the medicine balls and moving also through the weight room. So this is my week, and I will keep updating and optimizing my project as the weeks move further. Thank you.